This is a full ice back checking and shooting drill. It's kind of fun if you get it going at the same time, although it can be a little confusing at first. So let's see if we can sort things out. First of all, note that we have three players. C stands for the guy who's going to catch the pass, the catcher. B stands generally for the back checker, and S stands generally for the screener. You'll also notice that we have similar letters here where there's a C here, there's a C here. Where there's a B here, B here, S, S. And you'll notice the line is behind these folks, okay? Generally, these are symmetrically set up or opposite setup players because these three will be able to do the drill at the same time as these three, but they'll be doing it in opposite directions. Very loosely speaking, these three are going to kind of do it like that, and these three are going to kind of do the drill like that. That's an oversimplification. Let's figure out exactly how it's going to work. First, I think the easiest role here is this person who's going to be skating hard and shooting and screening. Let's see what they do. When the coach says go, by the way, all three of these skaters do leave at the same time. But when the coach says go, S, the screener, is going to come down, do a J turn low, get a pass. We'll say where in a bit. Get a pass, skate hard, kind of on a breakaway, really, and shoot here about the top of the circle on the goalie, then collect a puck from the corner, pass it back to the point, and then head straight to the net, get in front of that goalie for a screen. So let's figure out where the puck's coming from when S gets it. First of all, when coach says go, remember they leave at the same time, but this C, the catcher, has a slightly different path. C is going to hustle down and get below the net to gather a puck, probably right about in this area. Where's that puck coming from? Well, when coach says go or blows the whistle or whatever, starts the drill, the coach is going to time out when to dump this puck. This big black circle, that's the puck. Coach is going to dump it down the boards. All right. It'll ring around. And this is where C, the catcher, this guy here, this is the area where the catcher is gathering that puck. And then, like I said before, the catcher is going to make a pass, and that pass is going to be a breakout pass to the skater that we're calling S. All right. Now, B's job. Well, let's stick with C and S. First of all, you should know that in this drill, C's job is the most basic. Get behind the net, hustle, get a puck, and get a pass to that person. Once that job is done, C goes to the back of the line on the side of the ice where he came from. In other words, he'd fill in here. These green players and this line stay in that line until the coach tells them to switch sides. Okay? So that's easy for C. For S, I've showed you where S goes and where S gets the puck from first. But S also, I said, when you get to about the top of the circle, S takes a shot on the goalie, all right? And then S skates over and gathers a puck here and passes it. That pass will go to the point. All right, there's nobody at the point yet in this drill as far as you can see, but when we find out what B's doing, we'll realize that B's going to be there. As soon as S makes this pass here, get to the front of the net for a screen. All right, let's figure out what B has for a job in this drill. B B stands for back checker, which is going to make sense when you see it. As soon as these three go, and remember, when they go at the same time. B is chasing C, chasing and putting pressure on C, trying to create a game-like situation where C really has to hustle. So B is back checking, back checking. Well, now, at about this moment, C will have dished a pass to S. So now B starts back checking, but back checking against S. And now B is pressuring S, pressuring S. But once you get to the red line, this area here, unless you have caught S, at this point B should just relax and float into the blue line here. And this is where that pass goes to. All right. And once that pass gets there, I want a shot, and it'll look something like that. And now when both B is done shooting and excuse me, I should say this, once this B is done shooting here and S is done screening here, they both head to the back of this line. Just like I said before, if you're one of these green players, when you're done with the drill, you'll get in the back of the line behind the green players. The green and the blue do not switch lines in the middle of the drill. All right. Now, just to understand what's going on in the opposite direction, it's the same thing. It's just done in the opposite way. So, this coach will start these blue players. And when that coach blows the whistle or says go, C is going to come down here below the net really hard and gather a puck. All right. S right here, that skater is going to come down, do a J turn and get a pass from C, hustle down, take a shot at about the top of the circle, go grab a puck from the corner, pass it, and then head to the front of the goalie for a screen. Where does C get the puck that's passed there? That comes from coach up here who has dumped a puck. It rings around the boards, and this is somewhere in this area is where C gets that puck. And then, of course, C passes a nice breakout pass. I kind of messed that up a little bit. A nice breakout pass to S. If I can get it to draw, I'll be real happy. It'll be something like that. Um, Try this one more time. There we go. And then remember that B, the back checker, okay, their job is to hustle and put pressure on C here. You're pressuring C, but once C catches the puck and makes the pass, now the back checker is pressuring S, the shooter and screener. Now, if we get to this area and we have not caught S, then we just relax and go to the point right here where we will await a pass that will come from about there, this general area, and then you'll take that shot on net in front of the screen. And don't forget that when S did their job, okay, like I follow this line, they get this pass, they come down, and once they get to the top of the circle, S is also shooting from here. I don't know if it's going to let me draw an additional line, but let's just say that shot comes here before, or excuse me, that shot goes there by S, and then S goes to the corner for an extra puck, completes this pass, and then goes to the net for the screen. And then when those players are done, they get in the back of the blue line because, again, during the drill, the greens and the blues do not switch sides or lines. That is the full ice back check and screen drill, and it's a fun one. A lot of skating. Every time you go through the drill, you should be doing a different position. Once you should be doing the catcher, then back checker, then the screening and shooter.